Why, hello everybody, and welcome back to Dicing with Death.
Hello.
So, what are you gonna do?
Sleep for 24 hours until my constitution recovers.
24 hours later. A little bit more than that. You wake up Monday morning.
Who delivered that package? Was it one of our messengers?
You're gonna have to ask around and find out.
Yeah. So I'm going to go do that. Wish I had thought to do it immediately, but I was probably too caught up in figuring out what was going on.
Well, Kel Crystal is the gatekeeper. She approves anyone who wishes to enter.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll go see Kel Crystal. Well, who handed it to me? It was one of the servants.
Yes.
Okay. Kel Crystal. A few days ago, a package arrived for me.
Mm-hmm.
Who sent it?
It did not have an address on the outside.
Well,
Was it
who
not
delivered
signed?
it? Well, who delivered it?
A messenger. Fairly inconspicuous.
Not one from town. Foreigner?
No, I did not recognize him.
And I suppose if you did not recognize him, no one would?
He had a foreign accent. He was not from Misty Rapids.
Was he from this kingdom? This continent?
Yeah, he had an Eastern accent. Perhaps he was from Shirebrook, or definitely not Thornwood, but further east maybe, or further north. Maybe Wake County.
Well, thank you. I'd like to go to the map room.
Mm-hmm.
Am I allowed to look at the map on Regal Goblins while I'm here?
Yeah, sure, it's fine. You can look at the map of the continent.
Mm-hmm. Is anyone around? I guess it's probably only. Well, how's Greller doing?
Not great. I mean, he's better, but he's still,
Still unconscious.
yeah.
So, where is the firewood? Yeah, the fire. Okay, yeah, the firewood is to the northeast across the Ashlands, right next to Anvil. So I think those rumors are connected. I think Lord Carrick. Well, Carrick is now Lord of Anvil, if I'm getting my rumors straight. Interesting.
So what's your plan?
I want to figure out more about this Carrick fellow. Maybe.
Ooh, there's a fox in our backyard.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Alright, we're gonna take a quick Dicing with Death break while I'm gonna try. Oh, he popped back down. He was right out there a moment ago.
Oh.
Right over there. He's gone now. He was a big one, too. He was actually bigger than a fox. He looked like a coyote, but it's too bright for a coyote out here. Anyway.
Start a nature show.
Maybe.
Or like you could just set up the camera watching the field, live stream nature cam while you're taking breaks or whatever.
Yeah. We could do that. Ooh, there's a deer, too. Let's see if we can grab a deer on stream. right. Where's my finger? Right about there. You can kind of see its tail wagging.
I don't believe you, and neither does chat.
It's all right. It's there. I promise you.
No deer, there's no fox. Neil's making this shit up.
There's a deer. It's got little tiny horns. They just had babies. We missed the babies being born. Now it's adolescent deer all over the place. Wonder if the deer and the cougar are going to get into a fight, or the fox, or whatever it is. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Where were we? Right. Carrick. Bastards of the Firewood.
Yeah.
Anvil. Love potions.
Yes. I don't even know how I would go about getting a message to Anvil. Sort of walking it there myself.
That would interrupt all of your spell research.
Mm-hmm.
So?
I guess I assume he'll make further contact if he wants further contact. Did say a sign of things to come, and it appears to be a legitimate love potion.
Well,
Shall I make this deal with the devil? Use the love potion? And
who are you gonna make fall in love with you?
Lady Dissect with Lord Song.
Ooh. You're not gonna
Right.
make Mother Ullman fall in love with you?
Ooh, yeah. I don't know.
Or Kel Crystal?
Ooh. I think I'll go tell Lord Song that I have this potion.
Okay. You find him at some point during the day when he's not busy.
Is he in the Great Hall or his room? Where does this conversation take place?
It can take place whenever you want it to. So if you want to talk to him when he's in private, you can just wait for him to be in private. I don't think there's a...
Yeah, let's find him in private.
Okay.
I don't know, in the map room or something? Or up
Sure.
in his room? Okay.
Yes, Georg?
I'm like grinning. That's probably why he's so pissed off. Looking quite pleased with myself.
You have good news, I hope.
You remember that request you had so long ago? Well,
Which one?
our issues with the Dissect lands.
Yes.
And your proposed solution?
Yes, well, her son still lives, and I don't think she's one step closer to being ready to marry me.
And if that could change, I produce the vial from my pocket.
He looks
I
at
have-
it and then looks back to you.
I have managed to track down a love potion. And I set it on the table.
He lowers his head to look at it closely.
Don't worry, I've investigated. This is what I spent yesterday scrying upon. It is legitimate. It will first charm, and then... What was the word that was used?
Enamor.
Yes, first charm and then enamor whoever imbibes it with the first person they see.
He looks up to you. How do you propose to make make this work then? A meeting between the two of us and the wine is poisoned with this?
Yes, you would have to be alone, otherwise you risk her eyes falling upon another.
What of its taste and smell? Can one hide it in wine?
If the drink is small enough, I uncork it and give it a smell.
It has like a citrus scent to it.
Smells sweet, a little tangy. Could come up with a cocktail appropriate. No, I think it is designed to be quite delectable.
Her son must die before the wedding were to take place. Preferably before she were to drink this.
I twitched a little bit.
Surely the great Ark Carl is not worried about getting his hands dirty.
What are you talking about? Art Carl will have nothing to do with this. My hands are... The only dirt on my hands is soot from the forge.
And how do you propose to see Dolan's death?
Am I to see it?
It must be secure. It must be accidental.
Very well, then. Do you really wish to know?
I wish for you to know, if you are confident in your plans. Perhaps discretion is better. I am just wondering if you are capable of murdering an innocent 16-year-old. He's a good boy, you know. Loves his family. Is good to his people.
You need an assassin. And I turn to walk out of the room.
Okay. You exit.
This isn't my job. How'd I get roped into all this shit? I guess the Wraith will strike again. All right. How far away is the Dissect Manor?
Let's take a look at our map. Dissect Manor is about 12 miles away. 11 on the road and then 1 off the road. Well, maybe 2 off the road. I guess that's 5 miles off the road, 9 miles down the road, and then 5 off of it. So 11 as the crow flies, 14 as the horse rides.
Can I change my memorized spells around?
Sure, this could have been early in the morning.
Okay.
Well,
Okay, so looks like we've got reduce, detect magic, color spray, feather fall, spider climb, deep pockets, rope trick, knock, conceal alignment, which is already cast, which will be cast or whatever, blink, phantom steed, wraith form, and 2-dimension doors.
okay.
And I think I will start walking. I want to be there I want to do this at night.
You want to be there at night?
Yeah. This Phantom Steed lasts 7 hours. So I can cast it right out there, leave the creepy horse in the plains somewhere, come back and get it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It only takes it's probably 2 hours to ride 10 miles through the plains.
It's a total of 14 miles. But if you're riding at...
Actually, I'm
6
4
miles
times
per
7.
hour.
Hold on, 4 times 7. My movement speed is 28. My phantom speed moves at 28.
4 times 7?
Yeah.
Does it move movement rate 4 for every level you have?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Maximum 48.
Okay, so it's going at 28, did you say?
Yes, 28.
So that's 7 miles per hour, so you can get there in 2 hours exactly.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I will wait until sundown.
Okay. Sundown comes eventually.
Yeah, enchant my deep pockets, pull my hood up tight, and slip out into the night. Is there a way to get out without Kelp Crystal noticing, or where does that secret passage under the jail cell that comes out in the? I think I'll go out that way.
It comes out in the barrows.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long walk, but you can do it.
So right around sunset, yeah, I'll take that long walk.
Okay. You'll need some sort of form of light.
Oh, that's right. How am I doing on? How long does a torch last?
Half an hour.
And a candle lasts an hour.
Yeah. But it's a lot less light.
Could I have acquired more torches?
There are torches in the keep.
Maybe I should learn that light spell. Yeah, I'll grab I have 2 torches and 2 candles, but I'd like to grab more.
Okay.
So I have 6 torches or whatever. And yeah, so I'll just head into the jail cell, let myself in. I guess I've been bleeding the unicorn. God, this just gets darker and darker. So I'm used to going in and out of the jail cell.
Very much. People are used to seeing you go in and out of the jail cell.
Yeah, maybe I even have a key at this point, or does it stay? Where does the key stay? Typically, Greller had it, right?
Greller's been unconscious, so I think you've been holding onto the key for him.
Okay. So I let myself in and lock the door behind me and head towards the barrows.
Okay.
I think leaving Georg behind me, maybe even leaving Art Carl behind me, and as I take this long, somber walk beneath the tether wilds, beneath the barrows themselves, I assume my alternate identity as the Wraith. The Wraith of Misty Rapids. And after a long, lonely walk, I resurface. Actually, can I even get out of the barrows? It's locked, right? It's like a locked tomb.
You got out somehow last time, right?
I don't think I ever did. No, I think I just looked at the tomb. I mean, I've got plenty of spells to get me out. I'm just wondering if I need to spell to get me out.
No, I think it's locked up.
Okay. I want my Wraith form for the murder. All right, I've got 2 dimension doors, so I guess I'll use 1 to get myself out of here. So I dimension door into the barrows through the gates. Is there anything we need to read special about dimension door? It's the first time I've cast it, but I think it's pretty simple.
Have
spell.
any components that we ought to know about?
Verbal, casting time 1.
Very nice.
It takes a round to recover, so I think you're like disoriented when you teleport somewhere.
Makes sense.
All right, so I teleport out of there and then spend a turn summoning my phantom steed.
Dimension door, it must be 4th level, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you summon your phantom steed. Its ghostly apparition appears before you. God.
Did I mount up? Sorry, destroying the immersion with a mouthful of salad. I mount up and ride east.
Okay. You ride through the hills, through the tether wilds. You're not on the road, so you're going to have some trouble finding the estate itself without, taking the path on the road. Are you going to try and find it just by traveling around the wilderness, or are you going to meet up with the road at some point?
The road? Is it along the road?
No, but once you get to the road, there's like a sign that says, Dysek Estate, this way.
I think I'll stick to the tether wilds, stick to the plains.
Okay. Give me a
I think
perception
for now,
check,
that still
please.
probably slows me a little bit. At level 8, the horse can pass over sandy, muddy, or even swampy ground without difficulty.
It is 1, 2, 3. It is 4 nights after the new moon, so it's dark.
Okay.
It is past spring, so there are stars in the sky, plenty of them.
Okay. How many torches did I use to get out? Was it 2 hours of walk? So 4 torches.
Something like that, yeah.
And I have 12 perception. I feel like you asked about perception or something.
Yeah, would you please make me a perception check while trying to find the Dysek land late at night?
Dang. When was the lagging? Did they miss my description of the walk through the underneath the barrows?
I'm not sure where it came in, but it's gone now.
Yeah. I think they missed my monologue. 23 perception.
Yes. All right. So you search through the hills. You ride past villages that you can spot from this few lights on in the houses.
At this point, I have no light source, and my steed is phantasmal. I assume it doesn't fall into potholes. You can probably see in the dark.
Yes. It doesn't break its leg on anything. Sometime later, you see a rather large building lit up at night with what appears to be candlelight. Must be 4 stories tall or so. You've never been to the Dysek Estate, but I don't think there's anything else out here that... You don't think there's anything else here that would be such a large structure in the plains.
Yeah. All right. I leave the horse a couple hundred yards away, and actually, it's totally silent. I think I ride the horse right up to the keep. Are there watchtowers or a wall, or is it just a large manor house?
As you approach, you see at the base of a hill that you crest, there's a small, sleepy little town, a village, really. Looks to be maybe 2 or 3 dozen buildings. On the top of the hill on the other side of this little valley where the town is a walled estate. The 3-story structure appears to be a tower rising up from a smaller building beneath it, or I guess a larger but shorter building, like a large 1-story building with a 2-story tower sitting on top.
Right. Is it in the middle of the village or next to the village?
It is adjacent to the village atop a hill.
Okay.
So there's good space between the keep and the hill.
Yeah. I avoid the village and ride my horse straight to the hill. You said there's a wall around the whole structure, or just...
Yeah, it's another wooden palisade wall.
Mm-hmm. Do I see a gatehouse or a...
You do.
Like I avoid the gatehouse and approach from the backside. My robes are black. My steed is black, save for the milky white eyes and the gray smoke-colored mane and tail. Makes no sound as it walks, so I assume nothing can see me moving in the night, save for a 20 on a perception check.
We hope so.
Or an alarm spell or something. And nonetheless, I circle around the backside and approach, not from the guardhouse, but...
There's a wall. Palisade wall.
I ride the horse right up to the wall and dismount and park it right there.
Well, the wall is about 15 feet high, and I don't think you're much of a climber.
Are you so sure about that?
Tell me, how do you solve your wall problem?
I guess I'm gonna have to be quick about this. Produce my bitumen from one of my pockets and a spider, which I swallow whole. Stuff my shoes into a pocket, one pocket each, and climb up the wall.
You scale the wall with ease.
And
when you get to the top of it, you see a guard with a torch walking along the edge. He's not at you yet. Light doesn't shed anywhere near you yet. But if he walks in this direction, which it looks like he will, and looks down even cursorily, he will see your horse.
I can't command the horse to move, can I?
No.
I will move a little towards him so that well, let's see. Just a second. Is there anyone else out? Like, is there anyone that would see action on the wall?
It's dark. It's night.
I quickly glance. Are there any other? To see if there's any other lit torches.
There's someone on the gate.
Mm-hmm.
They're on the ground though. No, they're on the wall looking over the gate, but they're on the opposite side of the building. You actually can't see them from where you are now, but you saw them when you were riding around.
Okay. Well. I'm going to try and leap upon this guard before he knows what hit him and cast a color spray. So I guess let's roll for initiative.
Sure. Let me make a surprise check first. Okay. Go ahead and roll me your initiative roll.
1. Yeah. So he has no idea what's happening.
No, he's surprised, and you...
Black-robed figure crawls over the palisade wall.
A bright spray of colors emits from your hand.
Pocket sand. Unless he happens to be 6 hit die, he doesn't even get a save.
No, he is not. He falls unconscious. His torch tumbles to the ground at his feet.
If I can catch it before it starts a fire, I'll try and do that.
Yeah. You catch it and prevent a fire from starting.
And
what?
I toss him over the wall.
Towards where the horse is?
Yeah. Not towards. I mean, I think I'm some feet away from the
right,
horse.
but on that side of the wall, the outside.
Yeah.
Why don't you roll a d6 for the damage he takes as he falls?
Oh shit!
It's
only it's 15 feet, right?
Yep.
Probably should have killed him before I tossed him overboard, huh? Only 2 points of damage.
All right. He lands with a clump, in a crumple on the other side.
And he'll wake up in 2d4 rounds if that didn't kill him.
Correct.
Damn it. Yeah, Jack got it right. I was harvesting whether or not to contemplating whether or not to harvest his soul. I'm considering how much time I had or how obvious it'd be.
What are you gonna do?
I assume that he's dead, even though he's probably not, and I run towards the main keep so that I can climb up it while I've still got spider climb going.
Okay. You begin to scale the wall. Any place in particular you're heading?
Probably the top floor.
There are 2 windows on this side of the building on the top floor.
Are either of them lit?
Yes, they're. One of them is lit.
Okay. My hood is drawn close over my head, by the way. And I peer in one of the windows.
The lit or the unlit one?
The lit one.
Okay, so these are windows with no glass on them. There are shutters that can be closed, but
Okay, so the shutters are closed?
no, the shutters are open. But there's no glass, so you can peer in. In fact, you could walk right in. But there's no like sound buffer, just so you know.
Yeah, I look in through the window.
Okay, you see Lady Dysek sitting at a desk, writing in a book, probably a journal.
I hide and then climb over to the other window.
The other window is dark. The shutters are closed.
I open the shutter as quietly as I can.
Not a problem. They open.
What do I see in the room, in the shadows? Any shapes?
It's
Any
dark
movement?
in there. It's really dark. You're inside a building with no light.
I take a second to light a candle.
Okay. You see a bedroom.
Lady
There's
Dysek's
a
bedroom?
young man
And-
sleeping
oh.
at the bed. In the bed.
Young man of about 16.
Yes.
I hadn't really thought how to make this look, or how I want to make this look. Is it a wraith? Is his soul wrenched from his body? Or did he die quietly in his sleep? Wizard lock might have been nice to keep that door behind me locked, but I pull out a bit of gauze and assume my wraith form.
You are wraithed.
I approach the boy, approach his bedside, and never done this, but we'll see what happens. I withdraw the amulet. Know I am insubstantial and I can't interact with him. I will insert the insubstantial amulet into the boy's mouth, body, whatever cavity I can find, and attempt to harvest his soul. Does it work?
It does say inside a living, intelligent, medium humanoid. I think placing it in its mouth does not work.
Can I force it into his chest cavity?
You'd have
magic.
You'd have to open the chest cavity to force it in.
Okay. Leaving a big, bloody, gaping wound in his chest.
Can you think of another way to get it inside of him?
Thought the mouth might work. Butt stuff? Sorry, I take it back.
I don't know how you
Dimension
do that
door only
without
works
waking him up.
fine. Dimension door, you can only teleport people. Rope trick? Could I rope trick it inside of him? No, I think I need to. Did another person get hucked out a window?
How do you go about this?
Yeah. Can I wraith form inside of him?
I'm not sure what that means.
Like I'm. Let's see. I'm insubstantial. Wizard can pass through small holes, narrow openings, even mere cracks, with all he wears or holds in his hands, including a magic amulet.
I don't think you can fit inside of
whisk?
him, but you could put parts of you down his throat or up his nose or any other orifice.
Why only parts? Why not all?
Because he doesn't have enough volume inside of his body to fit you.
Okay, but like an insubstantial hand clutching an amulet up his nose into his brain or down his throat into his chest cavity.
You can try it.
Between all the cracks and capillaries and work my way to his heart or wherever his soul is kept.
You can try it.
Yes, I try it.
All right, where are you going for? Up the nose, down the throat?
Down the throat, but I think I'm trying to like extend the amulet. The amulet's in my hand. I'm just trying to insubstantial it through, like I said, like capillaries and blood vessels go through like the wall of his throat, just like disperse inside of him. Wraith all up in there.
You're not sure where your hand ends up because you can't actually interact with him physically, really. But your arm and amulet end up somewhere inside of his body.
Does he stay unconscious throughout all of this?
He's breathing normally.
And I try and activate the amulet.
His eyes open with a gasp. He tries to inhale desperately, but can't. He struggles, reaching his hands for you and passing them right through you as beads of red light appear around your arm, kind of phasing through his body. He tries to let out a scream, but there's something in the way.
His soul being pulled out of his lungs.
Soon enough, he's collapsed and pale with wild, stricken eyes in his bed.
I leap out of the window. I'm insubstantial, so I don't take damage from the fall, correct? Yep, only magical or special attacks. So I probably fall at normal rate and just like... slip through maybe a crack in the palisade wall, back out to my horse. Okay. Is the guard dead or screaming on the ground?
You do not find the guard next to the horse.
The guard has gotten up and moved?
Yes.
He saw the horse. How many know that? Well, maybe he saw the horse. There's no screams? There's no alarm?
You didn't hear any.
I climb back atop my black horse. Hopefully nobody saw it. And gallop off into the plains. Probably further east if that's the direction. I'm black. Horse is black. It's dark out. I like circle around and then head back to the west.
Okay. Eventually you make your way back to Misty Rapids Keep. And why don't we take our last break for the day right about here. We'll see you guys in a few minutes with the resolution of Georg's assassination.